There was a guy in Dallas who offered $85,000 cash for a 2003 Silverado. Detail: it had 180,000 miles on the odometer. And the owner refused. Sounds crazy? Wait till you find out which model this was and why collectors are literally fighting over certain specific Silverados. Look, I spend my days tracking the classic truck market. And let me tell you, some Silverados have vanished. Like, evaporated from the market. You might have something sitting in your garage right now that's worth more than many brand new BMWs. And the craziest part? They're not necessarily the most expensive when new. They're the ones with the perfect combination, right engine, right year, right configuration. It's like winning the lottery without knowing you were playing. Before I reveal these treasures, if you like knowing the real value of what's in your garage, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell. Because next week, I'm going to show you how to identify if your truck is a future relic. Number 5. Silverado SS 2003 to 2006 AWD. The muscle car disguised as a truck. Starting with number 5, the Silverado SS with all-wheel drive. Not just any SS. I'm talking specifically about the AWD produced between 2003 and 2006. Why did it disappear? Simple. They only made 32,000 units in 4 years. Of those, less than 8,000 were AWD. 6.0L Vortec engine with 345 horsepower, lowered suspension, Escalade interior. It was basically a truck that humiliated Mustangs at the stoplight. What makes it special today is that most were destroyed. People bought them, slapped on turbos, blew the engine, crashed them street racing. The few that survived intact, my god. I saw a black 2005, 89,000 miles, all original, dealership documentation, sold for $42,000 at Barrett-Jackson. But here's the trick. The Victory red ones and Arrival blue ones are worth 30% more than black. Why? Super limited production. Less than 2,000 in each color. Want to find one? Good luck. Maybe 3 or 4 appear per year on the national market. And when they do, they last hours in a listing. Number 4. Silverado 454 SS 1990 to 1993. The 7.4-liter Thunder. Number 4. The legendary 454 SS from the GMT 400 era. Only 4 years of production. 7.4L big block engine making 255 horsepower, but pay attention, 405 lb-ft of torque. It was a tractor that looked like a Hot Wheels. They only made it in black the first year. Then came white and red, but the original black, that's pure gold. Total production? Less than 17,000 units in 4 years. Why did it disappear? 2 reasons. First, collectors keep them in climate-controlled warehouses. Second, most went to the scrapyard after decades of abuse. It was the official vehicle of hold my beer and watch this in the 90s. Prices today? A black 1991 with less than 50,000 miles? $45,000 to $55,000. With more than 100,000 miles? Still worth $25,000 if it's intact. But watch out, 60% of what you see for sale are clones. They take a regular C1500, paint it black, slap on the decals. Always check the VIN. Special code CK or CT in the VIN is original. Anything else is fake. Number 3. Silverado Intimidator SS 2006. The impossible to find. Here it is. Number 3. The Silverado Intimidator SS Dale Earnhardt Signature Edition. If you find one for sale, call me. Seriously. I have buyers waiting for years. Total production, 933 units. That's it. Less than 1,000. Based on the regular SS, but with exclusive details. Red and black interior, Dale's signature embroidered on the seats, serial number on the dash, exclusive chrome wheels, and that gold Intimidator badge that's worth more than my kidney. 6.0L engine with 395 horsepower thanks to the Magna Charger intake system. 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds. In a truck. In 2006. Why is it impossible to find? Because 90% went straight to NASCAR collectors. Never driven. They're in climate bubbles with 8 miles on the odometer. The few that were used? The owners know what they have. Last documented sale, Mecum Auctions 2024, one with 1,200 miles sold for $118,000. Yes, you heard right. 118 grand for a 2006 Silverado. If you have one of these and you're watching this, congratulations. You're sitting on a retirement fund. Number 2, Silverado ZR2S, 10 Baja Edition 2003 to 2004. The desert warrior that became legend. Number 2 might surprise you, the S, 10-based Silverado ZR2 Baja Edition. But that's not even a Silverado 1500. Technically, it's Silverado family, and the market treats it as such. Why this one? GM made this to celebrate the Baja 1000 victories. Suspension with 2 extra inches of travel, reinforced skid plates, 31-inch tires, locking differentials, and those Baja Champion decals that today are worth $2 grand just for the kit. Production: approximately 1,800 units in 2 years. But here's the problem. Half were destroyed doing, well, Baja. Extreme off-road. The ones that survived intact are unicorns. And the 4.3 LV 6.4 Tech engine is indestructible. I know one with 420,000 miles still on the original engine. That's why whoever has one doesn't sell. Prices? 2003 with less than 100k miles, all original, $28,000 to $35,000. Sounds like a lot for an S10? Try to find one. Seriously, try. You'll understand. Golden tip. The yellow ones and arrival blue ones are worth 40% more than black or silver. Again, super limited production in special colors. Number 1, Silverado Cheyenne Super 10 1988 to 1989. The Lost Queen. And number 1, the Silverado that makes collectors cry, Cheyenne Super 10 Single Cab, Stepside, 1988 to 1989. Wait, that's not even that special. Wrong. This specific configuration with the Super 10 package had production of less than 4,000 units. 350 V8 TBI engine, sport suspension, top-of-the-line Cheyenne interior, and that step-side bed that's pure automotive pornography. Why did it completely disappear? Perfect timing of bad luck. It was expensive when new, so it sold poorly. Then it became too old in the 2000s to be classic. Result: 90% went to the scrapyard or became hot rod bases. The few originals that survived, last auction I followed, a red 1989 with 34,000 original miles, matching numbers, sold for $67,000. The guy who bought it said he'd been looking for 12 years. And the worst part, lots of people have one rotting on the ranch without knowing the value. Last week a guy in Texas discovered that the truck he used to haul trash is worth $40,000. If you find one, doesn't matter the condition, buy it. Even meeting complete restoration, it's still worth 15 to 20 grand. Know what these 5 have in common? Limited production plus specific purpose plus most were destroyed equals sky-high value. And the market's just getting started. In 5 years, these prices will look like bargains. Silverados are becoming what Mustangs were in the 90s, investment disguised as nostalgia. If you have any of these, hold. If you know someone who has one, show them this video. And if you see something in the classifieds, think twice before ignoring it. Which of these have you seen in person? Got any almost bought one for nothing stories? Drop them in the comments, I'll reply to everyone. And if this video opened your eyes to the real value of these machines, share it with that friend who has an old truck in the garage. You might be saving their retirement. Next week, 5 Silverado clones that fool even experts. I'll teach you how not to fall for scams. Until then, keep an eye on the classifieds. You never know when a treasure appears.